You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
Our president is insane. Critics ridicule Trump's rant on criminally made algae based on an article by Robert Davis. Trump turns the maintenance problem into a blame machine. The real power is the one writing the story. The source here is not algae, it is power. Donald Trump controls the office, the narrative, and the federal machinery around a $16 million renovation of the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. That makes him the decision maker, the beneficiary of the spotlight, and the person accountable for the outcome when the project fails, leaks, and fails to deliver the promised fix. What the reporting shows is now a mystery unfolding in public. It is an administration trying to convert an expensive, visible repair problem into a morality play about enemies and vandals. The convenient enemy. Trump's latest truth social rant does what weak arguments always do. It invents a villain with no evidence and hands in the blame. The administration says at least 5 people have been arrested for allegedly vandalizing the pool, but the source is explicit that none has been convicted. That matters. Arrests are not proof. They are not a substitute for responsibility either. If the pool bottom began peeling after a multi-million-dollar renovation, the first question is about the people who authorized the work, oversaw it, and then declared victory too early. Instead, Trump points at a named radical act vandals, animals, and criminally made algae. The language is designed to obscure incompetence under outrage. When failure becomes danger, this is hard institutional failure that's longer into spectacle. A public works problem becomes a cultural grievance. A bad repair becomes sabotage. A maintenance issue becomes evidence of national hostility. That is not confusion, it is misdirection. The pool's condition, as described in the source, already undercuts the administration's boast that previous governments failed where Trump succeeded. He promised to eliminate algae, spent heavily, and then the algae returned and the new bottom started peeling. The facts point toward a failed project. The rhetoric points toward enemies. That gap is the story. Who benefits from the lot? The weaker actors in this story are the ones being used as props. Unnamed alleged vandals, critics online, and the public expected to swallow the idea that the president's renovation problems are really proof of prosecution. That is classic accountability inversion. Power breaks something, then accuses outsiders of breaking it again. The deeper pattern is not just corruption in the ordinary sense. It is governing by deflection. When the executive branch cannot deliver competence, it leans on accusation. When a project fails, the administration searches for scapegoats. When evidence is thin, volume substitutes for proof. The pattern is bigger than a pool. The reflecting pool episode is small in scale and revealing in structure. It shows a political style that treats public assets as branded opportunities, then treats failure as an attack on the brand. The public is not meant to learn what went wrong. It is meant to accept that someone else must be guilty. That is the system at work. Centralized power, self-protective messaging, and consequences pushed downward onto people with less leverage and less credibility. The pool is just a stage. The method is a point. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to Raw Story for today's article, with the automated voice of Diana. Thanks for listening.